Thank you, thank you. Teamwork.
Nice bluefish.
That is a nice
Back
bluefish.
that boy on up on the beach.
It's bigger than what we've been getting, that's for sure.
That's a nice fish
Yeah,
there.
that's like about the size of the one that bit yours in half.
That's right.
Earlier.
He's pretty though. That's a
Oh,
nice
they
blue.
fight too. Good
Yes,
gracious.
they do.
Grady-White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello and welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program is going to take us to the Outer Banks, but Joe, this is more like a going to school today.
Well, it is. We're going to be fishing with two good friends of mine. One I actually have a lot of history with. We were in high school together, and he moved out to the Outer Banks a few years ago and started surf fishing and was become a member of a fishing team that he's been a member of, I think, close to 35 years. And they've been very successful in the tournaments that they have every year along the beaches of the Outer Banks. And he's going to give us an education today on how to fish the beach, from reading the surf to the tackle. Some of the today we're going to be bottom fishing primarily, so they'll talk about the bottom rigs and the necessity to have really fresh bait. So we'll join them on the beach.
Might be an opportunity to take some notes today.
Absolutely, so get ready.
And then the recipe today, we're going to ginger up some salmon, is that right?
Yeah, it's a real special salmon recipe that Donna's come up with that if you like salmon, pay attention.
Well, here we go. It's time to go to school on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Ted, I really appreciate you inviting me to come out here and surf fish with you. I've done a lot of fishing out of boats, but I've done very little surf fishing, so I'm excited about seeing what we can do. What do you think we're going to catch?
It's prime time. We're middle of May. Out here at Oregon Inlet, it's a great place. They have a lot of fish come and go through here.
It's low tide now, isn't it?
Well, the tide is turned. It's starting to come in. It's my favorite tide to fish is rising tide.
Coming tide, right?
And we'll target bluefish and puppy drum. Should be. They've been catching tons of fish.
Right. And they run together?
They do. They run together. I mean, they'll school on their own, but they'll run behind each other.
Chasing bait fish.
That's right, chasing bait fish and feeding. You know, the tide has just started to turn. We got a little outlet here, a little lump. We're going to fish this lump. You know, soon this will be underwater. We'll be fishing in it right on the backside of this.
Right. Okay.
And we'll see what we can do.
All right. Cut bait for drum.
Yes, sir. Let's try them.
Ted, we're in the middle of May. How does the seasons affect which fish you catch and which fish you catch fish for?
Well, all these fish are moving, coming or going. Your spring fish are moving back from down south, coming out of the sounds. The water's warming up, you know, they're starting to breed. And
they're out in the ocean too, then they're coming into the shallow
That's right,
water.
they're coming in to feed. You know, you got smaller fish and bait fish starting to run.
And spawn.
Spawn, right. And my favorite time is the fall. I love the fall fishing. The fish a little fatter, a little beefier fight. Seems to be more fish in the fall. Right. But you know, that's not to say this spring has been great. We've had really good fishing this spring. You know, every day is a different day. But all in all, fall is my favorite.
Better time. They may be storing up for the winter too. They may, fall feeding frenzy.
That's right. They're fat and just a lot of fun to catch. You know, right on through into November and December, depending on the weather.
Spring's always fun though because you're coming out of a cold winter.
That's right, especially like this winter.
Yeah,
There he is.
One?
There he is, Ronnie.
Where'd it work?
Feels like a bluefish.
Feels like a blue?
Yeah, that's what he feels like.
We'll take him.
He hit it like a bluefish. That's what it is, a bluefish.
Bluefish?
Bluefish.
All right. Yeah, do the bluefish hang out with the drum?
Yeah, they do. They'll run up and down in these schools and with the drum behind them.
So both of them chasing bait fish?
That's right, just up feeding. That's a good size bluefish.
Yeah.
That's about a 15-inch fish. That's a nice fish to catch this time of the year.
It's good eating when they're fresh and that small too.
They are if you want them, man. A lot of people think they're strong, but if you eat those fresh, they're really good.
Delicious.
I'm gonna let this one go though.
Good job. My turn. Boy, I tell you, catching them in the surf is way different from catching them out of a boat.
Oh, that's a big difference. It's 10 times more fun to me.
Yep. Here he comes.
Looking for him, looking for him.
I know it. He's coming.
There he is. There he is. Boy, they really put on a show too, don't they?
Yeah. Gosh.
He's pretty good fish.
Not bad at all.
Good 2-pound bluefish. That's a good eating fish.
Let me go that way, buddy. Ted, we just moved back. The tide's really coming in now. How's that?
Yeah, it's starting to roll. You know, the water's filling in. You can see these lumps out here are starting to show. You can see they're more pronounced now as the water gets higher. And you'll have this drum hopefully laying in there. And this is my favorite time.
The water coming in this little slough here too.
Yeah, this little outlet here, as this water starts to come over, it'll start running out this outlet. And it usually runs a little slough, and the fish will use those a lot to come in, you know, to feed. They'll come in those little sloughs.
So eventually we'll be back there fishing out right there.
Fishing right there in these lumps, that's right. That's right. And, you know, another hour and a half, 2 hours, we'll definitely be right back there. And hopefully catching fish right there.
Right. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Right, Ron, I got another one on.
Man, you're hot.
Bluefish, I'm sure it's a bluefish. Feels like it.
I wish now I'd have driven the truck, I'd leave you here. Nice. Another bluefish, you think?
Yeah, pretty sure.
On that same rig?
Same rig, that little bait bug.
Right. Well, the bite's picking up.
There he is.
Oh yeah. Nice.
He's little.
Keep him coming. Keep him coming.
Got him, Ronnie?
Got one. Yeah, I got him.
Oh yeah.
All right, come to Papa.
Heard it work. He's been messing with it.
Yeah, he's coming. He hit it 2 or 3 times, and then my line went slack, and I knew he had knocked it towards me instead of away from me.
Right. Yeah, puppy drum are famous for that. They'll pick a bait up and come to the beach with it.
Right. Yeah, you see your line go slack, you need to check it out.
Oh yeah.
I will take him.
That's nice blue.
I'll take him.
Dirty work.
Quick release, I'm gonna let him go. Come on, boy. Okay. He took off like a scalded cat.
I just got a big old hit on this.
You got a buck too?
A big old hit on this rod.
They're moving in. On that doodle bug again. Thing has been the ticket for us. Hope the drum will move in. Drum need to move in here in a minute.
We'll catch one.
Ted, when you invited me to go, you suggested that I bring some fairly long rods and sort of heavy reels. What are you thinking there?
Right. Well, I mean, the one thing about surf fishing is you can surf fish with anything. But you know, a lot of people will buy an inexpensive 8 or 9 foot rod, and that's a good starter rod to get going. as you learn more about it, these longer poles, 10, 11-foot poles, can get you the distance. On these wavy days, your line is up out of the water, and you're not having to deal with that tugging on you all the time. It keeps you out of the grass and all those things. And just this last week, somebody caught a 40-inch striper down here, and you got the equipment that if you hook up a nice
really
fish, you can land it.
You can handle it.
You can handle it. That's right. Okay. And these drums, these puppy drum, these slot puppy drum up to 27 inches. Those they got some shoulders on them.
Right.
And
it's important to have something to handle if we happen to get a really big fish.
That's right. And we know there's a bunch of that size drum in here now, and you want something you can land them with. If the tide's tough, you need something a little more substantial.
Morning, Ted. Yesterday was a lot different from today. Yesterday was beautiful, calm, and today we got a lot of different conditions. What are we going to do?
We do. Yesterday we were fishing that incoming tide, which is my favorite. Today we got an outgoing tide. The water was a little more stirred up north, so we came down to Salvo. We left Organ Inlet and came down to Salvo to try, and they've been catching a few big sea mullet here, so we're using the same rods, but we dropped back down to a little bit smaller rigs, some smaller hooks, a little different, smaller baits, sand fleas, small pieces of mullet.
Still, if we get a drum or anything else, that's good, right?
That's right. That's right. So we're going to try it here and see what we can get. Right. They've been doing well here off and on, so we're going to try them, see what we can do.
I'm ready.
That looked like a good hit.
Yeah, I did have a good hit. This is a little bit better than.
I hope that's one of those big old sea mullet. He acts like it.
He's putting up a good fight. I like it. The thing about the surf, when the water goes back out, you got to let him go and then bring him in when a wave comes.
Man,
how big a gaff do we have?
I hope it's not a shark.
Shark? This is a game fish, my man. Come on, baby.
He's gotten over this line.
Come on,
Let me get this line out of your way.
Thank you, thank you. Teamwork.
Nice bluefish.
That is a nice bluefish.
Back that boy on up on the beach.
It's bigger than what we've been getting, that's for sure.
Boy, that's a nice fish.
All right, there we go.
That's a nice size bluefish.
Yeah, that is. If you were going to eat one, that'd be a great size.
They really fight.
He's got a bite. How about that? Is he on?
Yeah, he's on. I don't know what I got, but it's.
I'm gonna let this one go.
All right.
Before you get that one up here.
Another one of those big old sand perch
sea
rascals.
No, that's that odd fish that I still think it's a type of grouper, don't you?
I don't know, or snapper or something maybe.
Yeah, snapper, grouper.
Big eye thing, I don't know.
The size of big his mouth is.
Yep. What you got, Ronnie?
Got a bite. Got a bite. Got him on.
Bluefish?
Could be. Coming with me now, coming with the current. Come on in.
Acts like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's a blue.
Is it a bluefish?
Nice fish.
All right. Come on in. Come on in.
That was a good fish.
Well,
Pull him on
better.
up.
That's better.
Yes, sir.
I got him.
You got him on?
Yeah, right in the wash.
I'm gonna have to find me a new fishing buddy. You're out fishing me today.
Well, it's a little bit nicer bluefish. Not as big as the one we caught, but that's not too bad.
Well, they're on that green hook today.
Yeah, and that was right in the wash too. I didn't have it very far out.
Pretty fish. Nice fish.
Nice. Nice teeth. Might let him go for another day. Get bigger. Hold that for me if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. There you go. What you got, Ronnie?
You know, when you're fishing the ocean, you never know what you're going to get. But I got something coming in.
He smacked it anyway.
Yeah. It's fighting pretty good.
Felt like he went across me.
Oh, you. Over you.
Yeah.
Went up in the wash.
Actually, still over me. Good bluefish. Pull him right on back in. Pull him on in, that's a nice fish.
That is a bluefish. We're a little bit tangled up
Come
here.
on in with him.
Team effort.
Huh?
Team effort, working together. Well, he's not the biggest bluefish we've ever caught, but he's bigger than...
No, but I tell you what, that's a really good eating size
some,
for filleting up. That's
yep,
a,
yep.
you know, quarter pound and a half
Yeah.
fish.
We're going to let him live for a bigger day.
Yeah, nice fish.
Joe, after a class like that, I'm expecting to test at any time.
Yeah, well, it's good information, especially if you've never surf fished before. We've got a great, we got 300 miles of beach here in North Carolina. So again, as we said before, you can't catch fish at every spot that you see, but by putting to work what you just heard from them about how to read the beach and then the tackle that you need to catch them, you can catch some fish.
Well, let's continue on with our education today. Let's go to gear time.
Ted, I always enjoy being with you, but the last couple of days have really been fun. Part of the fun was yesterday was so different from today. I mean, it's just been amazing with the wind and the tide and the currents. And we've used a lot of different tackle, different today than from yesterday.
We have, you know, yesterday we started out with our 11-foot rods. We're throwing for more distance. A lot of the fish were further out. You know, today I used my 10-foot TFO today with my pin reel, 10-pound braid. And I love my braid, you know, a little less resistant. I can feel fish on it a lot better.
And I used an 11-foot rod yesterday so we could cast as far as we could. And then today I went to an 8-foot rod, and some of the fish we caught were right in the wash. And so we were making much shorter casts, and I didn't need that long rod.
That's right. We fished in a little closer today in the slough. The water was a little dirtier. You know, we fished different rigs. Yesterday we fished the bluefish rig, which was really effective for us. We did well with that.
Floats off the bottom.
That's right. And then today we used 2-drop plain hooks and spinner hooks.
Yeah, light sinker.
That's right. And we did okay with that.
And we had a variety of bait too.
We did. We the cut mullet and the shrimp. Caught some sand fleas and
dug those with our hands. And
that's right.
You know, we caught the bluefish on all of those.
We did. We caught bluefish and had a good time doing it.
Nice to have these rod racks too, where you can have all your rods up and ready to go, and the sand spikes.
It is. This is great for hauling your rods. You don't have to break them down. The sand spikes are great because you can put your rod down to rig, keep your reels out of the sand, and you even store a little bait in them if you like, and go for it that way.
Good. Well, it's been a great couple of days. I've really enjoyed it.
It's fun this time of year. You just never know what you're gonna catch. You know, you can catch anything. We heard about somebody catching a 40-inch drum in the surf the other day. You can catch a little sea mullet, nice bluefish, nice sea mullet. Just real good table fare.
Well, thanks, man.
Yes, sir. We need to do it again.
Very much, absolutely.
Fellas, thanks for that great information. Now, let's continue on. Let's catch up with Donna. She's in the kitchen with a recipe using salmon.
Today in the kitchen we're going to be making a ginger salmon, and this recipe goes together really quick and easily, and you can make part of it ahead of time and just finish it off right before you have dinner or right before your guests arrive and you get ready to have dinner. So that's nice. You have plenty of time to get it together. It's quick and it's easy and it's tasty. So we're going to start out with our salmon fillet, and I just have it in a zip top bag. You can use a bigger bag if you want, or you can use a bowl for yours. I like to do this because then I can just toss it. I'm going to put that down, and we're going to slice up some fresh ginger root. And if you've never used ginger root, it adds great flavor to your foods, as well as it's versatile and it just smells really great, and it has such great flavor that I think you'll really enjoy it. You find it in the produce section of your grocery store, and it comes in like little roots. You'll find it over by the garlic bulbs and that type of thing. You can also buy it already shredded in a jar like you would your garlic, but the fresh adds just that great flavor. And we're just going to slice this up into pieces. And to keep it fresh, you can keep it fresh by keeping it in your freezer. So we're just going to put it in there. Then we're going to add some buttermilk to this. And a little bit of molasses, which is wonderful, I think, and a little dark rum to this as well. And we're just going to add that together. Put our cork on that. There. And close up our zip bag and just kind of knead it together or shake it. And then you're going to place this in your refrigerator for overnight. So you can do this the night before, which is nice. We'll put that aside. Mine has been sitting overnight, and I'm going to toss it in some in-your-oven butter to give it a nice crunchy coating on the outside, and then I'm just going to put it in my oven. So I'm going to fold my bag down because that keeps it a little cleaner. Place our butter in there, and this is something too, if you are going camping or going to the beach and you want to take some things that are already done, you can go ahead and make this and probably freeze it, or go ahead and make it the night before you leave and then serve it the night you get there. And then we're just going to place it in here. And this is a great dish that you can make if you're going to do a Caribbean theme type party. So we're just going to give it a good shake. Pull it out, place it on our foil-lined baking sheet. We're going to bake it at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until it's thoroughly cooked through, or some people like their salmon medium or medium rare, which is, fine. So just cook it for however long you like yours and to the doneness that you like. This one's a pretty medium thick fillet, so it should be fine. This is what it looks like when you bring it out. We've just served it with some vegetables, and as you can see, it's nice and crunchy, and it'll have this great flavor that will have soaked up from your marinade, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It's a great, fun little recipe. So I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
Thanks, Donna, for the recipe. Joe, I guess that's what you call a lot of years of experience from on-the-job training.
Well, yeah, Ted spent an awful lot of time on the beach. Of course, he lives out there and fishing competitively on the teams. They've continued to place real high in the standings. They'll have 100 fishing teams from up and down the East Coast come in to fish some of these tournaments, and they're consistently right at the top. I have won a number of them, and but some really good information. If you've never done it and you want to go to the tackle shop and buy your tackle, I think you can take the information that they talked about and you do that. And then once you hit the beach, you learn how to read the beach, and then the necessity, I think that one thing they stressed was fresh bait. You need fresh bait, and that's one of the key, I think, secrets that came out of today's show. And sometimes it's not really easy to find, depending on what time of year you're fishing out there. But fresh bait, the right tackle, knowing how to read the beach, and catch and fish.
Well, it's time for our viewers to take the test now.
Exactly.
Head down to the coast. For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady-White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady-White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.